All right, hi there, everybody. I took a long break off to do other stuff this summer, so I haven't been keeping up on my CFL recordings that I would normally do. But I'm back in time for Labor Day weekend, and of course, they've got the standard great games coming up. So we're just going to talk a little bit about those. Obviously, so much has happened in the league that I just don't have time to keep up with all the news and that. I'll touch on a little bit of it in the descriptions of the games. So first off, Labor Day weekend we got a great one. The Red Blacks are playing BC. The Red Blacks have been coming on, like they've been playing really well. I don't know whether they're going to win in BC or not. I know Nathan's back and he had a few hiccups in his first game, but I don't know. I think BC's going to win this one. I can't really. I'm not. I've been out of the loop for a little bit, so I'm not going to predict a score for it. I just think that the Red Blacks are have improved a lot, but I just don't. I don't see them beating BC. But we'll see. You know, there's. I mean, Nathan's going to be shaking some rust off on the offense, and we'll see how the defense responds to Ottawa's sort of resurgent offense. I mean, they've been playing really well. Um, Next up on the Sunday, I think both those games. No, that game's on Saturday. Sorry, I'm just looking at my computer monitor. If you're wondering what I'm looking at, the Bombers are going to play Saskatchewan on Sunday in the Banjo Bowl. I think Saskatchewan's going to like crush them. I really do. Saskatchewan has been playing so well. Great new coaching. Got some great players in. Obviously, we've seen them be much improved this year, and Winnipeg seems to be still trying to find their way. I mean, I know that they've started playing a little bit better, but this emotionally charged game, I can't see them. Yeah, I think they're going to get crushed. I really do. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. I know all the Saskatchewan fans are hoping that because Winnipeg's been beating the crap out of them for the last few years. Next up, obviously, my game that I'll be going to. It's a Labor Day game in Hamilton. Obviously, Hamilton's season is not gone the way any fan wanted to. I mean, you're going to have those years. We've been good for a number of years, and then now we're having that big transition of new players, new coaching. I know Milanovic is probably very not sort of not, obviously not happy with how the season's going. But I love the moves he's making, stuff that I've been saying that should have been done. Um, I mean, Orlando had gotten rid of our offensive coordinator, Tommy Condell, who's now actually doing pretty well in Ottawa. But I was not sad to see him go. And Mark Washington has been let go for like the defensive coordinator, and not sad to see him go either. Not sure how I feel about Mr. Jones coming in and running the defense, but he is a defensive mind, so maybe that's a better role for him than being a head coach. But I like the moves. Milanovic is not afraid to bench people. Like I think I think it's pretty fair to say the Bo Levi Mitchell era in Hamilton is over, which is sad for me because I was really excited for him to come, but injuries in the first year, and I think he's obviously having some personality conflicts with Milanovic and the way he wants to run the offense. But again, in typical Hamilton fashion, he can't even bench someone properly because what happens? Tyler Powell comes in and gets hurt right away. So now Bo Levi Mitchell's playing again. Anyways, as far as this Labor Day game goes, the years I remember back in the past when Hamilton was 2-16. One of the games they won was the Labor Day game. The year that they were, and I might be wrong about this, okay, but I think the year, I should have checked before I started recording, but I think the year that they were 1-17 in the 2000s, early 2000s, I think the only game they won was a Labor Day game. So Hamilton has, even if they're not having a great season, they always seem to have a knack of winning on Labor Day. It's going to be a great crowd. I just think that Hamilton's going to win. I mean, I'm not just saying it to be a Hamilton fan. Just history's kind of on my side. Yes, they've lost a few, like when Toronto was really great last year. They got pummeled, whatever. But I think that this year the Labor Day Magic's going to come back and Hamilton's going to win this game. The last game, of course, is the Western rivalry game, Edmonton and Stampeders, and that one's getting too close to call. I mean, I think this is going to be a great game. This could actually be the game of the week, because Edmonton has shown a lot of improvement, and then Calgary's kind of stayed steady. They're good and getting better. You never know what to expect out of them. But for that reason, like I don't think Edmonton is an elite team yet. I wouldn't call them that, and Calgary certainly isn't. I mean, they're kind of having hot and cold seasons. I guess maybe that's the best way to put it. But they are very evenly matched for this game, and I can't wait to watch that one. I think that's going to be a great game. So I'm going to say that the home team's going to win. I'm going to say the Stamps are going to win, sort of snap Edmonton out of their winning ways and bring them back down to earth a little bit. But they've been playing really well. Again, I'm not going to give any scores. I've been out of the loop for too long. This is all just gut stuff, right? So we'll see. We'll see how my gut is. The CFL is almost impossible to predict, especially on Labor Day weekend. But the final point, though, for Tiger Cat fans out there that are dismayed and whatever, like the games start to count after Labor Day. So if Hamilton decides to go on a run, they could still theoretically make the playoffs. Years and years ago, we watched British Columbia win the Grey Cup, and at the end of the regular season, they had a losing record. So it's been done before. It can be done again. Do I think this Tiger Cat team's going to do that? No, I don't think so. But we're in a rebuild. I don't think that most fans wanted to admit or realize it, but we are definitely in a rebuild. We brought in Bo Levi Mitchell and had to sacrifice a lot to do that. And it's obvious. It's obvious especially on the defensive side of the ball. We need to, cut our losses and develop new players. And maybe Bo Levi Mitchell will be a part of that. I mean, I think he's going to retire at the end of this season. But we'll see. You never know. You never know what's going to happen. So those are just my food for thought sort of things. And let's gear up and get ready for Labor Day. It should be some great games, some great CFL football. Go out and see a game if you can. Support your team, and if not, cheer from home. And have a great weekend. We'll catch up with you guys after. Right. Bye.